Hi guys! Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to get this contour through here and the highlight. We're going to be using minimal products with minimal brushes so that the mom on the go, the student on the go, whoever it might be can use this, and you don't have to watch a 20-minute video using 80 different creams and brushes and blah blah blah. I know that not all of you out there are makeup artists or makeup enthusiasts, and you just want to know how to make your face look slimmer and how to complement it. So hopefully you like my new setup. I'm learning these things about YouTube. This is, honestly, this YouTube thing is like walking into 8th grade for the first time again. Everything's wrong. Like, you're awkward, you look weird, you realize you do a lot of like strange things with your face. Anywho, so I'm trying to work now on the quality of the video and the quality of the information. Hopefully the lighting's a little better in this one and you guys can see everything. My husband got me a fancy new video camera. Yeah, go get one of those guys, ladies. But he got me a new video camera, so I've got some pretty legit equipment these days. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, ask questions. I hope that it's clear and concise and I don't look too much like an idiot. But yeah, thanks so much to everyone who's subscribed. Keep subscribing. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. If you like me, yay. If you don't like me, subscribe anyways. No, kidding. Not kidding. Alright. Alright guys, so this is the most requested video on contour and highlight. So I'm just going to get straight to it. I've seen a lot, I have seen a lot of YouTube videos where it's a makeup artist and they've got 1,600 brushes and, 7 different creams and, not 1,600, too many brushes. They've got 6 different creams, they've got 3 different highlights, and it's just really overwhelming for the viewer. Even I'm a makeup artist, and even myself, I watch some of these and think like, this seems so redundant. It just seems like too many steps. So I wanted to do something that's real and that is effective and that works for me. So this is my style. Hopefully it helps you. So here goes nothing. Right now I am super into the Kat Von D, it's been used a lot, highlight and contour palette. Now don't let this overwhelm you. I'm a makeup artist, so I have to have 3 different shades of bronzer and I have to have 3 different highlights for different skin tones. If you're an individual watching this, you need 2. So you might need that, you may need that, or you may need this. You don't have to have an entire palette. Just use common sense when you're selecting which one's right for you. If you're fair, go with the lighter one. If you're medium, which you can see I am, go with the medium one. And if you are super dark, you can go with this, or if you just want to get a really, really deep contour. So I'm going to play with a few of them today to show you. Alright, same with these. So this one has the highlight. This has a peach undertone to it. This has a yellow, and that has a pink. You'll be able to tell when you start dappling in it which one's going to work best for you. However, if you want to get the whole thing, hey, I can attest it's worth the investment. So as far as brushes go, you'll see a lot of people with contour and highlight using the Beauty Blender. It's a great tool, but we're not going to do that today because we're going minimal so that this is easy for you to learn. I'm going to start with this Sephora Pro Contour Brush number 74. This is what's going to provide our contour today. For highlighting, I'm going to go with something a little lighter, a little fuzzier. This is from MAC. I'm not sure what number it is. It looks like 188. To begin, I like to start, first of all, I've already put on foundation. I use a liquid foundation. If you use liquid, you want to put some kind of powder over your face, some kind of translucent powder, or a skin tone powder. I'll show you. You don't want to take a wet foundation like so and take a bronzer and go over it, because that's what you're going to get, and that is hard to work with. and it's hard to blend and it won't look good. So don't do that. All right. So this is a translucent powder. All right, so translucent powder finished. Now I'm going to go in with my little contour brush here. The tighter the bristles, the shorter the bristles, the more dramatic the contour is going to be. I like to do a fairly full contour, or a fairly dramatic contour. So I'm going to go with this. Starting out, you can go a little fluffier if you want, but I'm going to show you like this. So I'm going to use this medium shade here on the Kat Von D contour palette. And I'm just going to dip my brush into that color, just the bristles of the brush. And I'm going to start here. Let's do this. All right, so I'm going to start at the top of my hairline. Excuse me. So I'm going to start coming out of the hairline, and I'm just going to lightly, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this brush. I'm just going to lightly go back and forth with this. So I'm sorry, I shouldn't go back and forth. I'm going forward and lifting the brush. This is kind of a directional application. So you want to make sure that you are going the direction you want the contour to fade to. All right, so you can see that's a pretty strong contour. That's step one. This is kind of weird. I like to kind of brush off on my arm when I'm applying and get a lot of the product off of it, and then go in with that same brush, and then I start blending this out. Goodness. I start blending this out so that it softens up a little bit. So still doing the same thing I was doing the first time, it's just this time I don't have as much product on there. So you can already see this is creating a shadow. All right, now I'm going to take the same brush, go back into that medium color, and I'm going to come out of the hairline here and just work my way down towards the brow. Not really hitting the brow, just going a little bit above it. And I'm just trying to warm up that area of the forehead because that's naturally where sun would hit our face. So we want to make sure that we are staying close to where we would get color naturally. I don't really even get color these days. I'm really freaking pale, but luckily I have contour. Okay, so there's that. So we've just created a little bit. Okay, created a little bit of tan, if you will, there. All right, and the last step, I'm coming down onto the jawline, and I'm taking this medium shade, and I'm just chiseling out the jaw, and then blending it down to the neck. See that? Now I don't know if I'm aging at rapid speed, but I'm getting like these jowl things here that I like to kind of I don't know, like push back, like draw less attention to. So I take a little bit of bronzer right here, and I kind of try to hide those puppies when I'm taking pictures or when I've got an event. I just try to, I don't know, hide them. All right. So you can see on this side of my face, I've got some shape. On this side, nada. So that's the first part of the actual contour. So let's go over to the other side. Again. So here, chiseling out the jaw area. My poor husband. He didn't know what he was getting into. He thought I looked like this for real. Okay, so So right here, coming down, and I like to just blend down on the neck. There. All right, so we've got some shape here. We've got some shape there. Now let's go in for our highlight. So super easy. Some people will call this the 3E or E3 method, where you are going to follow like a 3 and an E. So you're going to go from here, down, down, and then again there to there. All right? Easy enough. Now let's go in with the highlight. So the highlight really just completes the look. It makes it look finished and professional versus amateur. So I'm going to use, I like bringing yellow out in my skin and kind of gold tones. So I'm going to go with this center color here because it does have a yellow to it. So I'm just going to take my brush, that guy, and lightly dip into that guy. And I'm going to start here on the temple, and I'm going to come down right below my eyes, just a little bit. Not using it like a concealer. I'm not coming all the way in. It's not my style. Some might do that. I like to just go from here about halfway in. Okay? And then again, well, let's finish this side. And then right below that cheekbone where I did the bronzer, I like to lighten up the bottom of that cheek area with the highlight. Down the center of the nose. Whoop. Right here on the chin. And up on the forehead just a little bit. So basically the areas you don't contour, you want to highlight. I'm going to go over to the other side now. If you did want to, you could take a teeny bit of concealer and you could just tap it under the eyes here and then set it again with the highlight powder, and that'll give it a little more of a dramatic pop. But I don't think it's really necessary with this look. And then one last step, I like to take this same highlighter, that guy there, and I like to get right under the brow. Just to make that brow look nice and high and structured. Yeah, and if you're someone who's got really dark set eyes, you can pop a little bit on the inside of the eye as well. Just right into where that deep crease is, and it helps to lighten it up. Okay, you want to pick your blush that's going to complement this contour and highlight you've done. So I'm going with just a, which one is it? One Night Stand by NARS. Is it One Night Stand? Oh, all right. So I'm just going to go with One Night Stand by Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. I'm going to put it on a big fluffy brush, smile, and hit just the apples of the cheeks. And kind of taper it off and blend it back to that contour. All right, so there you guys see it. Couple little quick tips just to accommodate some of those that may have issues that I didn't cover with the contour. Yes, you can contour your nose. If you are somebody that thinks your nose sucks, which I'm sure it doesn't, but to each his own, you can take your contour color, dip that guy in the same color you used on your cheeks and on your head, and you can, I'm using the edge of this brush because it's kind of skinny, but see what I've done there? you can go and take that guy right into the socket, that inner socket of your eye, and brush it all the way down to the nostril. So here, down. And you want it dark because you're going to have to blend it out. And then narrow it. You can see that it's shaping up. Okay, so now you've got these really severe lines on either side of your nose. Just so I don't bring another brush into the picture, just soften it up. Take your finger here and just blend it out and soften it up a little bit. And you can see it blends quite nicely, and all of a sudden you have streamlined your nose to go to look a little more in your face. So there's that. And then there's different types of face shapes, and you want to consider your face shape when you're contouring and highlighting. This is your basic contour and highlight video. If there's a specific face shape you have, keep in mind that a contour or a bronzer is going to push back. So it's going to take things that are predominant on your face and it's going to like lower the attention on them. So for instance, I have a really heart-shaped face. So I'm pretty wide through here, which is why I go kind of heavier on the bronzer up here than some might, and I go a little lighter on the chin because I want to make my chin look a little broader but my forehead look a little smaller. So hopefully that makes sense to you. If not, sorry, I'm trying. If you have a round face, follow this. If you have a really oval face, and stay away from such heavy contour up on the cheeks. You want to bring it back and make it a little shorter because you don't want all of this to look really sunken in. You just want to shape it out. Alright guys, so that is a basic contour and highlight video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give me some feedback. I know I haven't been super entertaining on this, but I know it's a ton of information to take in. Hopefully nice and simple, not over the top. I will be doing another contour video for those that, more for the makeup enthusiast or the makeup artist that wants to learn the super intense contouring. Alright, so that's it. Hope everyone has a good weekend. I hope I get this video out in time. I hope I figure out how to do freaking lighting. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.